So I have an unpopular opinion about friendships that I think people need to hear. Sometimes when you have something going on and you have a goal or you have a business or a service or whatever the case may be, and you've been at it for a while, or even if you just started and you see that the very people around you, whether it be friends, family, or whatever, they're not interested in what you got going on, the hot take is it's not always jealousy. I don't think it's always jealousy. Sometimes I think it's just a genuine disinterest. Like people just genuinely just don't give a fuck. And to be honest, I think that that's perfectly fine. However, I don't think that you need to be in proximity with those people either. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you call yourself being my family, if we're close, or you call yourself being my friend, then you would genuinely have a natural, like, innate interest in the things that I have going on. Like, what's going on with you? How's that going? Da da da. How can I support? All of the things, right? And me, I've always been the person who doesn't ask for much. I don't ask for much at all. So when I peep that I am showing a genuine interest in the things that other people have going on, it don't even have to do necessarily with anything with business, but when you're close to me, I'm studying you, not in a weird kind of way, but if we call ourselves being close, we call ourselves being cool, family, friends, or whatever the case may be, like, I'm going to show a genuine interest in the things that you're interested in because it's you. Like, this is a part of your world. I want to get to know you better. And even if it's not an interest of mine, it's still interesting to me because it's attached to you. So a lot of people know I have had this page since about 2021, right? January 2021. That's when I first started my podcast. And since then, it's transitioned into a whole bunch of different things, right? I think I did a rebrand about 3, 4 different times, right? Now, more so, I just put out content where before it was like really officially in like podcast mode, where now I just get on here and just talk. You know what I'm saying? I like to do it that way now because it just comes naturally. Like I want to speak to you like you sitting in my living room and we chopping it up and you just listening to me nonstop. You know what I'm saying? And just hearing what's on my mind. But I just recently had to cut a friendship off, and I don't even think this person is a bad person. They just might be unaware of what they're doing, but I'm the kind of person where I'm not in the business of wanting or having to teach somebody to have a natural um just like a natural liking in the things that I am excited about when it comes to business, when it comes to personal or whatever, right? And I decided to write this person a farewell letter, if that's what you want to call it, or email, DM, whatever. And I explained to them exactly where I was coming from. And I just asked for no reply because once my mind is made up about something, it's made up about something. I'm very serious and particular about my feelings, but anytime my gut is telling me to leave a situation, it's time to leave. Like, I'm not a person who's going to go against, you know what I'm saying, my better judgment because I've had someone in my life for a long time because we've had history together. And, I still cherish and adore those moments. I still could laugh and I could still have those memories locked in the back of my brain and still remove you from my life without even you know, without any malice or feeling like I need to curse you out and do all of the things. Sometimes, like I said, people don't be jealous, they just be uninterested. And that's perfectly fine. But I want people to naturally be excited about what I got going on, especially if it's something that I'm passionate about. You know what I'm saying? And I don't just be going and cutting people off willy-nilly. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you've been around for a long time. I really sat and thought thoroughly about me removing you from my life. And I've been doing this for like the last year of slowly but surely removing people where I feel like I'm not getting the reciprocal love and attention back. And listen, people can show up in different kind of ways. I'm not saying that this person 100% just didn't show up for me. I'm saying that this person didn't show up for me in a way that it mattered. Right? And I don't really want to get into specifics. I really don't want to get into specifics. I'm just coming on here to say that sometimes you can have these friendship breakups and it be amicable. It don't be, especially on my side. It's sometimes if nobody ain't really like do no dog ass shit to me, or you know what I'm saying, we not into it about, you know, nothing crazy, like you just gotta be like, yo, like, I realize that you a cool person, but I think our season is done. And I think it's time to wrap it up because we going in two totally different directions. It don't take away from your talents or your beauty or what you got going on, your emotion and shit like that. But we not on the same track, right? So it's best that I just love you from a distance. I don't have to hate somebody to have to cut them off. Sometimes cutting people off is for my mental health. I don't want to feel like I'm in a one-sided relationship or where somebody is asking me for a particular kind of support and I can't get the same support from them. That's just where I'm at with it. That's just where I'm at. It don't make you a bad person. It just doesn't make you the kind of person that I need to have around in my life at this point. Because like I said, I don't want to have people in my life where I have to teach them to be interested or ask probing questions about what I got going on and all this, that, and that. I don't, nah, I'm cool. I'm cool. And like I said, in this particular kind of situation, my feelings was hurt on a different level because what I've extended to this person and being vulnerable was specifically for them, to them. And I felt like I was being ignored, and that's not something that I'm willing to just like brush over. If I'm not the kind of person who just, I mean, I've gotten on here and I've been emotional about things, right? But that's just me being comfortable in my age and learning how to be vulnerable because it's a strength for me now. Like it used to make me feel weak, but now it's a strength. It's still a little odd. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little odd showing my vulnerabilities to people and shit like that, but I don't give a fuck. Like I only live once. Like me opening up and having these raw, real feelings and being able to expose myself in a way that a lot of people are afraid to, that's a superpower for me. At least I could listen back to these videos and be like, you know what I'm saying? Like I express myself authentically. I live the life authentically and genuinely knowing that, you know what I'm saying? Whatever message I decided to give to the public or to the people that I love, they knew it came from my fucking heart. Period. They knew it came from my fucking heart. I don't just be getting on here talking about a whole bunch of bullshit. Like I said a long time ago, you know what I'm saying? This particular platform is about me. When I leave this world, my legacy is going to be about me. It's not going to be discussing other people. It's about me unpacking my shit as a woman, growing as a woman, learning how to be a better person, friend, sister, lover, all of those different kind of things. And showing the different roadmap on, you know what I'm saying, how I got to these different destinations of ascending to this better being. And I'm gonna have my blind spots and I'm gonna make mistakes, but I'm also going to tell you this. I'm going to listen to my fucking gut when it says, you know what I'm saying, this chapter is closed with this individual. And you ain't got to curse them out. You ain't got to be nasty to them. You just got to let them go. And you can love them, but you got to let them go. Sometimes you be cool with people because y'all lived on the same block. Sometimes you be cool with people because y'all work together. And then you end up starting up some shit on your own. Or sometimes you be cool with people because you born into the same family. When you go out into the world and create your individual shit, whether it, like I said, whether it be a business or a service or whatever, and it's something that you proud of, and you see these same people who you grew up with in the same hood, or you know what I'm saying, was in proximity to at the office, or share space with because y'all family, and you realize that they not supporting you, you gonna feel some type of fucking way. Cause why I got all of these people around me and they ain't supportive? You're gonna feel some type of way. But again, feel some type of way because you feel like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it could be some people who's hating, but some people just ain't fucking interested. Some people just ain't fucking interested, and that's cool. But like, I only want people around me who are going to be interested in the things that I'm interested in because it's me. Just simply because it's me. If I met somebody tomorrow who was all like gun-ho about fucking trains, and they, you know what I'm saying, had like a whole hobby about, you know what I'm saying, creating miniature trains and speed and different kind of like, I would be so enamored in that because I'm like, damn, I ain't never knew trains could be so motherfucking interesting. And it ain't never been no hobby of mine. I ain't never give a fuck about no trains before, but because the person that I'm meeting is just so interesting and so dope, like, they make me want to learn more about trains. It's just an extension of them. And I want to be a part of that. When you feel deeply about some shit and you got friends and family around you in close proximity, you call yourself, you know what I'm saying, thugging with them and shit, them being your muddies, like, they supposed to, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say it needs to necessarily be one heartbeat, but you know what I'm saying? When you fucked up, they feel fucked up. When you celebrating your wins, they want to celebrate your wins. When you need a little pick me up, they willing to pick you up and take you through there. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. I've realized through creating this podcast that a lot of people just ain't fucking interested. And I'm never going to get on this microphone and say because I'm boring. You know what I'm saying? But some people just might not be interested in what the fuck I'm talking about or who the fuck I am. And that's cool. But you can't only want to fuck with me when it's beneficial to you or how it's beneficial to you. I'm such a complex person with an array of different emotions, talents, and the whole bit. I'm not saying that you have to be completely consumed of all things Tatiana, but I would like you to naturally show a genuine interest in what the fuck I got going on. And I don't think that that's me asking for too much, because that's how I show up as a friend. That's how I show up as a sister. You know what I'm saying? That's how I show up as a daughter. That's how I show up as a lover too. And I want that same reciprocity. So maybe I'm tripping. I don't know, but I think what I'm requiring is fair. I've never cut anybody off for no reason. And everything don't gotta be no knockout, drag out thing either. Sometimes you and the people in your life are only cool because y'all had proximity to each other. Or maybe y'all went to school, or maybe y'all family, or whatever. And that's fine. But where I'm going, my trajectory and shit like that, like, I want people around me who want to ride the ride naturally. Not only when it benefits them. And this ain't me calling nobody no bad person. I'm not calling anybody a bad person. But I want people around me on the same type of timing. I'm at the 15-minute mark. Y'all know this is my sweet spot. I don't like to leave things too long or whatever the case may be. But I hope this message, I hope I made this simple and plain for everyone who's listening to understand. Sometimes niggas ain't just hating, they just uninterested. And that's cool. But get with people around you who are interested in your evolution. They're interested in your passions naturally. Naturally. Right? I don't want to have to twist nobody's arm to be like, listen to my motherfucking podcast. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention to the things that I'm posting. Did you see what I just said? Well, I'm not doing that. Your tribe will naturally find you. Your tribe will naturally find you. Having to remove people out of your life is a natural part of life also. It's not necessarily a bad thing. You can still reminisce on the seasons. You can still reminisce on the moments. And I'm not saying you indefinitely have to cut anybody off like me, but you could limit your access to people. Maybe instead of you having maybe instead of you having this deep relationship with this person, maybe y'all just do check-ins once in a blue moon. I don't know. However you want to set it up. You don't have to be as rigid as me. I'm just rigid. I'm very rigid when it comes to my cutoff game. And again, this ain't no fucking shade. It ain't no shade. I'm just very rigid when it comes to it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's plenty of people that I cut off that I still love to death. We just not meant to be in each other's lives. And that's cool. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that I still don't hold space for you in my own little way, or that I don't have, compassion for you, or that I don't wish you the best, all of that shit. Like, I'm on a whole different other level of maturity. If somebody ever came to me and decided that they wanted to cut me off because they didn't feel as if I was showing up in the way that they needed me to show up, cut me the fuck off. Because that's leaving space for people to come into your life who actually need to be there for you in a way that I clearly can't. We can't be everything for everybody, and that's fine. But your tribe is never going to miss you. They're never going to miss you. And the people who are no longer in your tribe, it's not even as if like you didn't appreciate their presence. You know what I'm saying? But you just as you climb up that ladder of evolution, it's just different people that you're going to meet up on the way up. It's just different people you got to drop off on the way up. But I don't talk slick about nobody, because those would be the same kind of people that there's also a group of people that you could also see on the way down. I'm not into talking about people crazy and doing the most, and that ain't never been my steez. Anybody who I've ever been friends with, anybody could tell you, after we stopped being friends, she wasn't out here running her mouth about me, telling secrets, and I don't do none of that goofy ass shit. I'm still a thorough ass woman through and through, even if I don't fuck with you. I'm not about to be out here in the streets talking about you crazy. For what? And who the fuck am I going to be telling it to? I don't even fuck with nobody as is. Anyway. I hope my message got across to somebody today. And, protect your peace, protect your energy, and stick to your boundaries. Okay? Never go against your your judgment and start betraying yourself because of history. No. You can always make new lines of history with new people. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'll talk to you on the next one.